This mic sniffing bit's getting rough to get.
Oh, okay. For the second time, I am here with Hunter Mabry.
Yeah.
Hunter's gonna be pretty regular, so I'm just gonna start calling him by his first name.
Okay.
And then I got Daniel Thomas from Fancies Unfiltered
What's
podcast.
happening?
Got that thing going and rolling and
Working on it.
working on it. Well, guess what? It's kind of like a boat. You're always going to have to work on it. You know?
The last time I was in a boat, I forgot to put the plug in.
Did you?
Yep.
You know, I honestly have never done that.
You never forgot to put it in? You
I
will
never
next time
took
you
it
go
out.
out, just
I
because you
never
said
took
that.
it out.
We went, it was when I still had my boat, and because I thought the family could go fishing and we'd all enjoy it and have family time. I think we went out like 6 times and I sold it.
The family time with the kids is
Well, on a fishing boat, it doesn't work.
Tangled lines.
Everybody wanted a pontoon boat.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so we were on it, and when we got there that day, there was this old lady that come up to me, and she broke my I had a plan. Every time I get there, I do this, then I do this, then I do this. Everything's good. Back it in the water. You have your plan. Well, she come running up to me like some chick in the movies, like, "You're gonna die," because she was saying that her husband had been on the water all day and was saying how rough it was and that y'all needed to be careful because it's dangerous and somebody's gonna get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was family day, so it was me, my wife, and Caden. And so now they're both thinking we're gonna die getting on the water, and she was just all up in my stuff and she just threw me off. And so we got all that done. And I said, thanks, we'll make it work,
Yeah.
Everybody else is out there, I don't see nobody dying, we'll be fine. She jujued me.
You forgot your plug.
I didn't put the plug in. And so we put it back to boat in. The wife hung out with the boat. I went and parked the trailer, came back to the boat. Okay, everybody's good. Yeah, okay.
Family started that games away here.
Yeah, started it up, and then what do you do generally when you're at the dock? You start it up, and then you go backwards, generally, which is just. So anyway, so then we got out. It was probably like 100 yards away from the dock, and I was just getting out of everybody's way.
Yeah.
So then we pulled over here, put it back down in idle. I was going over here to get the rest of my stuff. And then I got to looking, it's like, damn, we're low. Yeah. It was bad. So, of course, I had to floor it and just try to get as much out as I could.
Oh, yeah.
Stopped it, jumped back, dove in the water, put the plug in. Everybody thought we was going to die. It was a good day.
That old lady was right after all.
She was, but she did it to me. It wasn't the rough waters that almost got us. It was her getting all up in my grill.
She didn't mind her own business, yeah.
Yeah,
The boat ramps, man, there's a lot of fights at the boat ramps.
Really?
Is there?
Yeah, think about it, man. You got all these, especially the summertime, like holidays.
Yeah.
Some of these dumbasses can't even drive a truck in forward, more less reverse. It'll be like a ramp where like 5 people could be backed up.
Yeah.
And there'll be like one truck that's jackknifed and he's still trying to figure it out. Now, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
There's all those videos, those people going out and having a weekend side gig, just sitting in a lawn chair, back trailer for $10.
Yeah.
There's
right.
been a lot of divorces calls there. I guarantee you, man. I've heard some people hollering.
That's what we should do.
Man.
We should go to Smith Lake this summer
Go to the
on
park.
a Saturday, set up the cameras and the mics, and just have a live remote, and just like Mystery Science Theater it, watching people back trailers.
Do some good commentary going into it.
Oh man,
That would be dope.
It would be endless too. I mean, like you could just.
Yeah.
There's so many of them out there, dude.
We need to do that.
I've been, back when I fished tournaments, man. I have literally been like tied up to a dock, and some guy will just crank his boat up, throw it in reverse, and run into me.
Really?
I'm not kidding you, man. They don't pay people. A lot of people do not need boats.
It's scary because that number is probably a lot higher for people that don't need vehicles in general.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I told you this. There was a time when I drove an 18-wheeler for a living because I decided
Did
I wanted to get out of everything and just start over and just do my own thing.
Did you have a Peterbilt?
No, I had a Kenworth. I would have loved to have a Peterbilt, but I didn't. Anyway, so yeah,
Did you go long hauls?
I did.
Really?
Yeah, I did it for about 8 months, I guess.
How long till the road rage just sat in there and just simmered?
Oh, it was pretty quick. It was pretty quick. But they taught us when I went to the cute little learn how to drive a big ass truck deal. That like RVs, move out of the way. Don't get close to them.
Oh yeah, that's
U-Hauls, don't get close to them. Stay out of the way. Because everybody that's in those have absolutely no business in them.
Being in some of that big.
They're gonna try to drive a box van like a sedan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go through the bridge over there by Handy TV.
A damn RV. An RV, they're tough.
It's pretty weird.
Taking a right turn.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
have
you
some
got
room.
it.
I see what Robin Williams did in that movie. That'd be me all day.
Dude, it's just weird because it's one big thing. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, it don't bend in the middle.
No, it don't.
No. But yeah, so anybody that's in any of those, get out the way because they ain't supposed to be in them.
Yeah.
They'll probably run your ass over.
Dude, the 18-wheelers though, I'll be on the interstate, going a flood, I'm over there in the damn middle lane or whatever, like, barely can't see, and it's like, whoa,
They're heavy.
man.
They're heavy.
Yeah,
So it
but like seeing.
cuts through the water.
I guess so, man, because I'm telling you, dude, some of those trucks are pushing like
But,
80.
but
That
now,
was a samurai sword scooting beside me.
there was two things when I did that. My ass has never been puckered as much. There was two times. One, I was in, I think it was Kansas, and it was coming a thunder snow that night. Like they had forecasted thunder snow, and I had to look up, and that means it's snow.
Yeah, it's like storms.
Yes.
It's done that here, I
It's
think,
yeah,
actually,
really?
before. Yeah.
So I was empty going to pick up something in a big 18-wheeler, and the roads were icing over, and I'm trying to, I'm supposed to be strong now, and
Ice road trailers didn't
and
prepare you for this.
yeah, no, I'm from Alabama, and I'm in Kansas. It's 12 degrees, and it's coming a thunder icicle storm on the
Oh, man.
That was scary. And then the other one that I about shat myself was in Chicago. There was road construction, and we were going around a turn, and this other 18-wheeler and me got so close that his mirror actually went on the inside of my mirror because we were in that turn, and he was bobbling over on me, and,
God.
and it was because I couldn't go anywhere because right here was a 100-foot drop on a roundabout bridge hickey, and yeah, that was my. It was short after that I decided, you know what, I don't think I like driving all the time.
What do you think would be worse, Atlanta or Chicago?
Atlanta's pretty terrible, man.
Atlanta's
Texas. What is that? I think they got like 10
Texas-
lanes out there in Texas or something.
And Texas is
Probably
ass
like
backwards.
Dallas or
There's
something like that,
there's like if I wanted to, okay, for instance, some of the stuff in Texas, just for a visual, like in Coleman, we would be driving towards Vinemont, but we would be on the McDonald's side. It's just, and then if I wanted to turn left, I've got to get back over here in the right to get it.
Got those.
It's weird.
Is that the worst job you ever had?
No.
No.
Really, I don't know. I feel like that'd be up there for me. I don't know if I can do trucking.
No, it was actually, because I think I said, was it? No.
Man, you get to see everything though, man. It would be
Well,
pretty
just
good.
through the window.
I wouldn't want to ride.
I thought that would be
Right,
cool.
you gotta pay attention and shit.
I thought that would be cool, but I didn't have time to look at anything. I was just,
On the road.
and everybody was always such an ass. Like, stuff wouldn't even be my fault. Like, I would be where I was supposed to be to pick up the stuff I was supposed to be picking up. Like, for instance, I'm supposed to pick up a load of doors at Walker's.
Right.
And then I'm supposed to take them to Lowe's in Maine or whatever. Well, I go to pick up the doors at Walker's, and nobody's there to give me my doors, and it puts me 5 hours behind,
Oh,
or,
yeah.
or whatever.
They get like that.
And
up
so
here,
then,
too.
so then Yeah, so then when I get to where I'm going through no fault of my own, those people was pissed off and telling me how sucky I was because you was supposed to be here. That's, I just,
Yeah. When person throws everything off.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But I just realized not long ago that the wheels on an 18-wheeler trailer can move. Like they can actually be.
Yeah, the tandems. Yeah, you
I
can
never
scooch 'em.
knew that.
Yeah.
That's wild to me to think that you can actually move the wheels up, forward, or.
And our trailers, the company I drove for, that
I never knew that till just recently.
Yeah.
I'm learning it
And I have
now.
Class A CDLs.
the company I drove for, the trailers, would that last or the next to last axle, I could actually flip a switch and they would come up.
Oh, I've seen
No,
that.
the last ones would come up. That way it would turn just a smidge sharper.
I've seen that. I've actually wondered why that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps that.
I just wondered if it
helps
was
that
saving
ass-
the tires.
Yeah, it helps that ass end turn without having to make a 20-foot
a bigger
swing.
Yeah. radius.
See, and I feel like a total moron because I told Whitney not long ago, I was like, look, shit's so heavy that goes on that trailer that the other tires will be on the ground. You know what I mean? I think they live
It's got a load ratio, so it don't need these tires. We ain't using them.
You know they do though. Some of those trailers are kind of like bowed.
Mm-hmm.
There's big
Yeah,
old rolls
ours-
of steel.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, if a train car can only haul 2 of those,
That's
I was gonna say, we could
Those are
only,
heavy.
yeah, we could only hold one.
Yeah.
That was, as a matter of fact, that was my first.
that's
load.
one of the most
That was
dangerous.
my first
Have
load.
you seen them videos?
Where they come off.
Yeah.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Mm.
Final Destination
Yeah, that was-
kind of stuff right there. Yeah. But dude, they say those things that come off. Like if they hit asphalt and stuff, yeah, they say it just
Oh,
makes
it's done.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, it just plows it. You know what I mean?
But
That's how that'd be my luck. I'd be like walking broke down on the side of the road and a freaking roll of coal come over me.
Right.
There's probably about 25 chains on there too.
Yeah, they keep them banned. They ban them bastards down.
supposed to have, I think it was one for every 10,000 pounds, something like
Okay,
that.
so that's a bunch then.
And those were, so you could only be 80. I think the truck was 30. Yeah, I think those were about 50,000 pounds, 40,000 pounds. I can't remember. Don't hold me
That's
to
a
it. That's a
bunch.
long time ago.
I'm
But
wondering this.
I always put an extra. when I had
That's
it.
me too.
Just for a
I
good.
would too.
Yeah.
Can y'all, okay, when they get that to the steel place, when they cut those bands, does that son of a gun ever just uncoil like a damn tape measure spring or something?
I'm sure it
Do you know what I'm
does.
talking about?
Yeah.
I ain't never thought about that, but how the hell do they unroll?
I think the thing that they put that in is probably this thick, and they just set it down in there, and then it does its little thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, it would. Cause
They
you
need to
gotta
make
think,
a
man,
hat.
I think it even twist up,
Right.
kill everybody around.
I got beat up by a piece of coal metal one time. That's another level there, son.
I went to a place one time that made, they did a lot of aluminum stuff, and I had to go pick up a load of aluminum ingots. And I didn't know what the hell an ingot was. I just looked at my paperwork and it said ingots, and I said, okay. But anyway, it was like, you know, like a protein tub for cows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was about that deep, but it was about the length of this desk,
Really?
and it was solid chunks of aluminum. But driving into that place to pick them up, it looked like the liquid Terminator dude had
Oh,
just
the police
exploded
officer guy.
everywhere. And I actually stole some pieces that was over here off to the side because everything has cooled off and it's solidified or hardened or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think it
technical
cools
term.
off quick.
But it was awesome because everything was like those videos where they pour it into the anthill. It does
Yeah,
all the
you
stuff.
know, yeah.
Yeah, it was like that everywhere.
Haha.
It was pretty cool.
That's pretty neat, yeah. Wonder what they, aluminum, when you melt it and then I think it goes cool quick too.
I think it does cool off
Yeah.
quick.
I think it does. Have you ever done the ant bed thing? You look like an ant bed killer.
No. I felt bad one time. I had a magnifying glass and I couldn't.
Did you do it? Oh, you couldn't do it?
I couldn't get them to die. I tried.
We had
Those ant things though are pretty dang sweet, man.
Wow.
a couple years ago at work. We were bored. It was slow. One of my salesmen brought those old big roll around projection screen TVs.
Mhm.
You know, the
Yeah.
big ones. Well, he brought the screen off of it. And we cut that down to a manageable, it was probably like a 3 or 4 foot square
Really?
for a magnifying glass. And we went out.
Oh,
It was, it was in June and the sun was perfect. It was on Saturday. We were slow. And that was like a science fiction movie because we got it just right. And it was like, and it was all the ants.
Burned the whole bed at one time, man. The whole bed.
It started a pasture fire.
I've picked up doors on people's trailers. Just got glass in them
Yeah.
where the sun's been on. By God, it gets hot.
Burn
It'll
you.
burn you, yeah. I've been like, yeah, I've got it off a trailer before, and somebody think I'm like, not, you know, they're like, hey, waiter, let me help you. And I'm like, get out of the way, dude.
You're 87, sir.
I'm like, my shoulder is stuck to the glass right now.
I'm baking
One
into
day,
it.
dude, I kind of let go, and it was a steel door, and it had metal, you know, glass in it.
Yeah.
And when I sat it down, it got my hands too, like forehead, and realized it. And you know, it's jump up there and grab them, you know, so
Right.
by the time I grabbed that thing, you couldn't even hardly hold it to the touch. And the guy was like, here, I got it, man, you all right? And he did his hands too. I was like, dude, we gotta get this thing leaned up against the building. But yeah, that's pretty wicked. But you gotta have an old TV for that too, don't you? Like
Yeah, it was one of them old school ones, the ones that was the size of your desk.
Yeah.
Do y'all
That
remember?
was, you knew you was
The
doing
big ones.
good back in the day.
Oh yes. Do y'all remember the huge ass big screen TVs that was in like a cabinet?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the
yeah,
ones
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about.
Yes, okay, because Mason had one, man, and that's the first time that I had ever played like a video game on a TV bigger than like a 22 inch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we went over there and played 007, and that was the craziest thing to me, man. Was like, I actually could see where I'm you know, it's like,
And all that stuff now, like if somebody still had one of those in their living room right now,
people are buying that stuff again.
well, but it looks so bad.
Yeah.
Like we thought that was
Record
awesome.
players.
That was
Record
high
players right now,
fashion.
man's like back going again.
I know, and you know what? I was super because you know me. Anything that's like authentic or nostalgic or whatever, I'm all over it. However, I ain't got all that extra room, and it's so much easier just to have the digital file, and I can do whatever I want to. I would love to get back and have the old school record player, but ain't nobody got time for that.
I think they know that now because most of them, they just throw that Bluetooth in. They're like, we know what you're doing here.
Oh, yeah.
We won't forget you.
You know, talk about the stereo player. There's some guy said, man, we can put this music into a piece of plastic
Mm-hmm.
on a line, and this needle's gonna pick that sound back. I mean, like, that's weird to me, man.
Right. That sounds harder than
Weird.
Bluetooth.
It is. That's like, yeah, I think people back in the day are smarter than people now.
I was going to say, I don't know, is that our age that I understand this?
I gotta get a beer for this one. We gotta if this is gonna get into some cool stuff for the moon.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Who's ready?
I need something to ride on.
Oh, I got you. Y'all can keep going though, I'm still here.
No, I'm good. I just don't know.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alright. Go for it. Alright, here we go. We was talking about smarter people back then.
Yeah, so like that thing that's in front of you that's got 48 buttons and they're all different colors and they got dials and they got things and settings and you know all the other stuff. Yeah, see,
That's my favorite one.
see, and that's why I've gotta be able to. Anyway, that's a different story, different day. Anyway, so I understand that more than I do somebody squoze a piece of plastic and drag a needle over it and it makes the sound that it makes.
I mean, and it's
Have
their
you ever-
voice in that piece of plastic.
Yeah, have you ever watched how it's made when they do the records?
No,
For real?
I want to.
You need to. You need to.
We're gonna watch that.
We just
Because it
ask
just-
questions and never follow up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they just,
It's our motto.
and the dude,
Motto.
the one I watched, the dude he was like throwing some extra stuff in it, like a high dollar painter does when he's fixing to paint a hot rod.
Yes.
You know, he's throwing the metal spark and the whatever in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
This dude was doing that into this ball of whatever it is, and it kneaded it in mixy, and then they smushed it, and then bam, you got music. I don't,
It's wild.
yeah, I don't know. But there's plenty of people who are way smarter
Oh yeah.
than I.
Well, we got into this little deal about the moon landing. You believe we landed on the moon?
Alex Jones says no, so I think I may have to go. No, I really don't know.
What do you think, Daniel?
You know my thoughts. I think we did.
You think we did too?
I was raised in an era where we still were taught about the goodness of landing on the moon, not the goodness of the biscuit.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever watch that?
No.
It sounded so original though.
It. You need to YouTube. Look, you need to get something. You've got to YouTube how it's made,
I've got to.
and then you've got to YouTube the goodness of the biscuit. You will fall in the floor.
Let's see. Let me write this down. Because you'll forget and I will too.
Yep. See, we know each other so well. So while you're writing down, where was I going?
We was moon
landing. Moon landing.
landing.
So yeah, so we were taught.
Biscuit making.
What did I say? The goodness of the biscuit.
Goodness, yes.
Yeah, because if you just look up biscuit, you'll never find it. But if you look up goodness of the biscuit, take you right to it. It's two old people singing with a piano in a department store.
Really?
I can't believe that you have to.
Man, I don't get out much. They let me out on Sundays from 2 to 4. Then they put me back in there.
Oh, so we got about an hour.
They make me this room right here.
Anyway, so again, I don't remember where I was going. Something about
Always
Moon landing.
oh,
Yeah.
moon landing. Yeah. So we were taught at school about all the goodness of the moon landing and everything that we were taught, and everything that we were showed. And you know, it was just like good old America. And I feel like we went. Now I do side with the people who say, well, if we did that, why ain't we went back?
You know what I was told? Because they ain't shit up there.
There's
nothing to do.
I mean, yeah.
They said there's nothing to do up there.
Oh, we can go here, but we can't live here or do anything, and you gotta leave in like 5
They
minutes.
say that's why they did not go back.
Well,
I think though,
there was no reason.
I think based on what I hear and reads and whatnot, mainly here I don't read too much. But
It was on somebody's Facebook story.
so it was like 6 years ago, I think. 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't know. Anyway, it's a little bit ago. We went to the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville. Took the cheer-ins.
They took one of them down recently, didn't they? Too.
Oh, I don't know.
I think they did.
But back then, they had, within the next few years, we anticipate having a presence on the moon as a staging point
to get the pores out.
to go further.
They're gonna send us up there, man.
Freeze place
Yeah.
to live.
So that was however many years ago, and now we've got people who are in positions to make that happen now, saying that we're planning on doing the same thing. So I think before we kick the bucket, there'll probably be some of that stuff.
Somebody will go back. I think.
I hope they do. Do y'all remember the movie Pluto Nash? That old Eddie Murphy movie.
I remember the name, but I probably
That's
don't think
another.
It was a big flop, but I like the crap out of
That's
it.
another song I'm gonna get on here. Is the music from Beverly Hills Cop. I'm
Really?
looking to get sued.
Give me your copyright infringement, son. Copycat king here.
Come on, man.
Luckily, I've only had a couple of those flags, but most all of my copyright flags have been okayed. But like the artist okays this to be used on YouTube or whatever.
Oh, really? I haven't got none of them. Everything I get, man, they take my sound away. Yeah,
Well, it depends on where you're getting your sound. So
Yeah.
like I do spend a little bit of money.
So you're protecting it on the front side.
Yeah, I spend a little bit of money and have a whole host of whatever I want to do, because all the video work that I do, if I got a thought and I want that sound, I want to find that sound. I don't want to have to rework my thought because I can't find a free
Right,
sound.
yeah.
And so anything that I've got that I use, I don't guess I own the rights to it, but I have a license to use it.
You're, it's kind of like at a bar. You know, bars pay like a fee or something, so you can actually play their music in there.
See, do they? I don't know. But now,
They
Yeah,
do.
like
And I've been-
Moe's got in trouble.
Yeah, they got.
I
their
remember
ass
hearing
busted.
about that.
Yeah, and I
But
think it
now,
was,
if you were to go up there and play covers, though, I don't think that's.
It won't because, okay, so the band's actually protected through the bar. The bar pays a fee.
Oh, okay. So what?
They have like a, it's almost like a drink, you know, like an alcohol license.
So let's say somebody was to have a podcast and have people come over and play covers on the regular. Who's responsible for that? Just hypothetically speaking.
If you,
For a friend.
Yeah, I know somebody.
there's some loopholes. So if you, okay, let's say you did a little clip of somebody playing like Sweet Home Alabama or something. You know? I think if you go up to the sounds, find the actual Sweet Home Alabama, and mute it to where it actually shows that song name, you're in the clear. Does that make sense? Like if I just started playing,
Absolutely not.
if I just started,
I was with you
if
for
I
a
just
minute.
started playing Sweet Home Alabama like right here, and was like recording it or whatever,
Yeah.
and I was going to put it on the internet. Well, since I played Sweet Home Alabama, it needs to show that song on there.
Which.
Does that
Okay,
make
so like,
sense?
so
From
like,
TikTok.
so if you justify it and show that it's on there, then you're good.
Right, you're supposed to be good. Yes,
Okay.
because you're actually acknowledging that it's Leonard Skinner and Sweet Home Alabama. It's not.
So
Benny
like
Thomas's song.
if those people who come on and play, if I was to make sure that I put in all of my verbiage, so and so did a cover of
Yeah, I think.
blah blah blah.
Man, you know,
So I wonder could they just
Do
come
you
over
really
and say
So
that?
so far nothing has
I don't
happened.
think people
Nothing has
would.
happened with.
I don't think people would sue. I don't think like Marshall Tucker would sue you. Does that make
See, I don't
sense?
think so because
Because
but
I
see, I
think
didn't know until just now, whatever time
Yeah.
it is, just now, that the artists who perform all these covers are covered under whatever the bar is supposed to be buying.
Yeah, because
I just thought it was as long as you know, like anybody and their mama, if they were there in person, could see that you're not Marshall Tucker.
Right.
And so if you were doing a Marshall Tucker cover, it would be self-explanatory and everybody's fine.
right, yeah.
Is what I always thought. I
Right.
didn't know that the bar had.
It's yeah, the bar pays like a fee, and then that allows bands to be able to come in there and play cover music. And if you have your original stuff, you can play whatever.
Learn something
Because
new
it's
every day.
yours. Yeah. There's
So now
more
I guess
copyright with music than there is anything.
Yeah.
probably.
So now I guess I need to look into that and make sure that.
But honestly, see, TikTok will shut it down. Like they've stole my sound on several things. Like
Did they steal your sound, or did they steal
Well,
somebody
they
else's
take
sound
your-
that you stole from
They
somebody else?
mute the whole video. So anything you say, everything's muted. It'll say, Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne was one. Walker was on the back porch, and I just thought it was hilarious that he would
Now,
tell
did
Alexa.
you use Crazy Train sound within TikTok?
No, I don't think I did. I think,
There you go.
Yeah, because it was playing in like the background, but I did not have the song on there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was playing on the Alexa.
So you got to go through and do that on like TikTok if you're
I
uploading.
think-
I've never uploaded.
Yeah,
anything.
if you build a video,
But they muted it pretty quick.
yeah, if you build or upload a video within whatever platform it is, whether it be TikTok, Twitter, whatever, if you use their embedded sounds and just grab you one, all of those are licensed and able to be used.
You get the okay from
You
it
get
that
the
way.
okay because they've already consented that, hey, people's gonna enjoy this and use it, and they're cool with it. Now,
then you got.
if I wanted to take that same person's song and download it from iTunes and then put it as the intro music to my podcast, they would sue my
We've got a
ass.
problem.
Really. So, well, I bought the song.
You know,
copyrights.
Think about this too. You know, you hear about a lot of these old bands, like even like Michael Jackson. Let's just say, where somebody is still linked to his stuff that will sue your ass.
Yeah,
those are the more greedy people. It's the people that's like been dead. It's their kids or somebody. That's the ones that sue your ass for.
Which I don't know. Did Jackson's kids even get to keep any of his music? Wasn't he pretty heavy in debt whenever he died?
Somebody would still have it, because once he died.
Blanket. I think Blanket's good.
Yeah, son. But he's
that's a real good blanket statement there.
He's so he had so much money. Like when he died, his shit shot up again.
Yeah.
Because everybody went back to listening to it. I didn't say that exactly like I should
have. I was sitting here the whole time thinking about all the other stuff that goes along with Michael Jackson stories, and I was right in the middle of thinking about the cheerings in my thought process of Michael Jackson, and then while in my brain I was thinking about all of those stories, you said his shit shut up.
McCall, can you silly goose?
So anyway, that's how that works.
Yeah, you can. Somebody's still running.
Yeah, goodness of the biscuit. Look it up.
Goodness of the biscuit. Got it, man. I already wrote that down. It looks like I wrote down the goodness. What's your favorite Michael Jackson song? Don't lie.
Just for the joke, I gotta say, beat it.
The way you make me feel. That dude had some moves, man.
All right. You were only 1 year behind me. Mm-hmm. So let me see if it was just my gayness or if it was an actual thing. Do you remember Free Willy?
Yes.
Okay.
Free me.
The Michael Jackson song from Free Willy?
Free me.
I mean, that was...
Was that your favorite?
It wasn't my favorite, but it was like one of those things that kind of give you goosies when it came out. It was a good song.
The well got free, man. They wanted Willie.
That Indian.
It wasn't only Free Willy that night.
Yeah. There's a bunch of little ones.
I forgot about what that movie was about, though.
The whale.
Yeah.
Free.
Remember that part of it? That's like Mighty Ducks. You remember that?
I do remember that.
If you go back and watch those now, man, they suck.
A lot of the stuff, like Dumb and Dumber.
Sandlot's good.
Yeah, Sandlot Wall.
Don't talk bad about Dumb and Dumber. I'll censor your ass so quick.
Have you watched it lately?
Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
Dude, I watched that. I bet I've seen... Honest to God, that's probably one of the top 3 movies that I've watched.
So maybe I need to revisit it. But when Madison was probably 10 or 11, I tried to rewatch it with her, and because in my brain I still thought that was one of the greatest classics of ever. You need to watch it, and we turned it on, and I was like, it's kind of like when you go back and play a regular Nintendo game now.
No, yeah.
You thought it was cool then, and now you go, well, this is pretty dumb. And
the graphics are terrible, man.
Yeah, and that's the way I felt when we turned Dumb and Dumber on. But maybe if I had a couple beverages and got in the proper mood, it would probably be fun.
Dude, I think
because
you gotta rewatch that. Don't you agree?
I think so. The shitting all over the bathroom scene. How can you not laugh at that one?
And the pretty bird.
So the bird, one of my favorite parts though, man, is when he comes back riding up on that little mini bike, or when they get in an argument.
Yeah.
You never made a mistake before, Mr. Perfect. You remember that? And then he comes back on that little bike, but when he's about to get to him, he does that little squiggly handlebar thing. And I'm not sure that was supposed to be in there. I think his ass almost wrecked that little dog. I really do. But you'll notice it now. It's like a little. I know how you
got like the death wobble in it all of a sudden.
every time I've ever wrecked a bicycle, it started with.
that. Yes. And then he went and totally redeemed himself.
Got room for one more on the side. You still want to go to Aspen with me?
So
I can't believe you did like
when see, and that's the thing. I remember all these classic moments, but then when I watched it, like Contra, I remember Contra being the coolest game ever. Up down, left right, A B A B A, and then you get extra ammo, and it was the best thing ever.
Was that PlayStation? No, that was
that was Nintendo. Game Boy.
Oh. Did you play? Game Boys were probably gone by the time you were.
I had the in color.
Game Boy Color, yeah.
I had that one. That was as far as I went.
Those
Or no, Game Boy Advance. Do
you play any games? Do you do any gaming now?
Not anymore. I used to play the shit out of like Call of Duty and all that. That used to be the thing.
That stuff gets pretty serious. There's some pretty big money in that.
Dude, yeah.
So
tournaments. And all
so
that.
Caden's just now getting not just now. I mean, like the last year, he's been getting involved in the Call of Duties. There for the longest, I tried to say
the graphics on them things.
no, you can't play it because it's got language and it's got whatever. But it was about a year ago, I think. I had one of those moments where I completely lost everything I had on him because he was acting like he was a 25-year-old. And once we crossed that bridge, and I knew that he had heard some of those things straight from my mouth, I was like, all right, it's fine.
It's like the new English. I really don't think people even acknowledge like cussing really anymore.
Yeah,
I see women. I even talk to like women that come over there and be like, "Man, let me tell you about this. This motherfucker, blah blah blah."
Some of them would rather you talk like that. It seems like for real.
I think they're just so. Madison was
yourself,
Madison was little, and SpongeBob was real big back then.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing that I ever got from SpongeBob was the episode where they were cussing like every other word, and they were using the dolphin sound.
Yeah.
And they were sentence enhancers.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they called cuss words, were sentence enhancers. So I've used that from that point forward. You know, I am fond of sentence enhancers.
I'll get, dude, some days now I feel like I just get on a kick.
Right.
And I'll be making whole sentences out of cuss words. I'll be on the phone with my mom and I'll be like,
your mom just goes, well, goddamn. I'll let you go.
I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but if you're trying to put it out there, like something has just absolutely got you to the point that I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think.
Oh yeah, you're pissed. Yeah.
But while you're still pissed, you try to censor yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to fill those spots where sentence enhancers would be with what technically should be there, like you was taught in Sunday school.
Right, yeah. And you're still mad.
Then you end up forming Tourette's of some sort, or some kind of a disability that shows itself in another area of your body because you're trying to say what's not going to be offensive and be mad without dropping the F-bomb or whatever. And so then you end up just like
a good eye twitch. I've noticed older men get the eye twitch.
There's that. Or you just completely just and so lately I just let the sentence enhancers come on out, and it seems to flow better.
I'm bad about it. You got your favorite cuss word. Everybody's got their favorite cuss word.
Yeah, I got a few. I like fuck. I
can
say
say
fuck, fuck
that's
me,
one,
fuck yeah. There's a lot.
That's one of my favorites too.
That one is pretty universal.
I like saying bastard a lot.
Yeah.
It just kind of breaks it up for real. It's like a stupid bastard. You know.
I kind of like using mix and matching. I don't
like
if you can remember, write it down. I'll try to think about what my favorite one is. I am partial to the F-bomb. It usually suits
It
itself.
fits anywhere.
It fits anywhere.
It'll go in front of any word or behind it.
It and shit, that would be neck and neck.
And
you can
if you
actually
add
say-
an ing on the end of that F word, and you can put them two together, and it works too.
Yeah, it works.
Right.
You can make
Right.
that word fit anywhere.
That's actually the power duo of curse words.
Yeah.
Or sentence enhancers. I
Yeah.
do like that. I do like that.
I learned it from SpongeBob.
I've never thought about that either, but yeah. It does. It kind of fancies the sentence up a little bit. It's kind of like, I'm a man.
Yeah.
And you'll really scare somebody if you tell them you're going to shitting on them. I'll be shitting on you in a minute.
Shit, what was it I said? Shit up there, shit there, shit. His shit's still in there. Or he got shot with shit shot.
You but see, and then you can add that little effing word right there in front of that, and it works for everything that you just said.
See?
Shit in there,
Shit in there, shit in this.
fucking shit in this, fucking shit
Shit
in
on
there,
that.
fucking shit on that.
I'm hearing a lot of the F word coming in front of words.
Yeah.
That's
I
what's
think it's going to have to go number one
Yeah, for sure.
if we're building a roster.
Because you can't do damn. You can't allow it.
If we need to, hey, you have a okay here.
Okay.
You have a better relationship with people in the Holly Pod. I lost touch with a lot of people.
They
So
really like
so you need to reach out to let's see, Miss Smith passed, didn't she?
Maggie, yeah.
Okay, but Miss Bryant's still kicking, right?
Yeah.
All right, and I'm sure you know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
So if you would like, I challenge you to find her. You might want to write this down.
Okay, Miss Brown.
Yeah, go find Miss Bryant.
She hated me in school. She likes me now, though.
Okay, yeah, so go find Miss Bryant. Say hello to Barty.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still kicking?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And ask her what the proper sentence structure is for fucking shit.
That would be the best.
Like, is that one of them preposition things, or is that an adjective, or is that a lead on? Is that a run on?
She's gonna be like, oh my God, you have not changed. That's what she's gonna say.
That handwriting still looks like an angry kindergartner.
Yeah. Do me a favor then. When you
I'm really left-handed. I think I'm supposed to be left-handed.
It's the same boat.
Sucks, dude.
There was an epidemic of left-handed kids going through Hollywood.
And they were like, man, we're gonna make you a right. So yeah, I'm supposed to be left. No,
So-
I'm right, but they, yeah.
yeah. So
See, I hold my pencil like this. Like I'm gonna stab the paper.
it's like a crayon. you gonna break.
Oh, I got a crayon.
You gonna break the tip off.
I always keep crayons. I never know when I'm gonna get bored.
The way that looks, I don't think you need to do a crayon. You won't be
The
able to
purple
understand
one's
it.
good.
Yeah.
If you get that purple.
Yeah.
Does it remind you of grape? Does it seem to have like a weird grape flavor in it?
Yeah, sort of.
You talking about eating crayons?
Yeah. They're not bad. You ever eat one? You've had to experiment with it, like
Yeah,
bit it,
I've-
shoot it up
I've-
just a little bit.
I was gonna
Stays
say I
in your teeth
experimented
for
with.
like 4 years.
I experiment with everything, but I didn't want that to go a different direction.
Yeah.
But yes, I think I've nibbled on a crayon. I've eaten dog food.
Yeah.
I've never eaten dog
Have you
food.
not ever eaten dog food?
No.
So
What the hell would
so-
make y'all curious to eat dog
all right. So
food?
next time, do you
Well,
ever
I
see
did-
Jeff in passing, folks?
Yeah.
Do you
Oh.
ever see him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
I work with
on
him
it
every
all the
day.
time.
Yeah. Around him
So
every
so ask him about my dog biscuits.
Hi.
So
I've got the story.
so
Okay, so I guess I really have.
Yeah.
So we were at Jeff's house. We were in school. I don't think we were.
Keep
Well,
going.
I'm not gonna say our age because yeah. But anyway,
Y'all were like
This was
20.
2 months ago. Go ahead.
yeah. Yesterday I was at Jeff's house, and
You need another one?
anyway, I was trying. No, I'm good because I still got mine. So I was trying to quit smoking.
Oh, God.
Alright.
And if you watch Lethal Weapon, I can't remember which one it was.
Where is he?
Mel
Yeah.
Gibson was eating dog biscuits, milk bones,
Milk bones. Yeah,
in order to stop smoking. And then Riggs was like, what are you doing? He's like, they're not that bad. You should try them. And so anytime that he would get a craving to smoke, he would just give him a milk bone, and he said it's been working for a couple weeks or what. I don't know. Go back and watch the movie. So
dude, I can't. That'd be like chewing a cardboard.
So I was at Jeff's house one weekend, and I can't remember their dog's name, but anyway, they always had over by the TV in the floor a little box of milk bones. And I was sitting on the floor, and I just rolled over, and I was like, it's very grainy. No, it was fine.
They ain't no telling us what's in it. I mean,
No,
it's probably whatever hits the floor. They sweep that stuff up.
I ate one of those,
Yeah.
but it was the holiday editions, and I ate one of those and threw up. It was
Did you
so
eat the
bad.
whole thing though?
No, I just took a bite or two of it, and it was
Yeah.
like a green one. I don't think it was supposed to be green. I think it had just molded. They just got lucky with it. We was doing that off there, and I got sick as a dog.
My neighbor used to chew on those rawhides. Take about 3 weeks to get one.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Okay,
I
this
was
is
gonna say, you really got to ruin
Okay.
this man's life.
So I did say I'd never eat dog food, but this is different. This really is. I had a cousin one time that nursed on a cat, man. All them kittens was down there getting that milk, and he got in there too.
Thirsty.
My brother, man, we come home one day from school. I was probably, I don't know, I was 14 probably, maybe.
Yeah.
And my stepmama had never really cooked. Okay, so there was all, I'm telling y'all, man, it looked like we had walked into one of those places that like makes goodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
These stick looking at the pretzel things was like dipped in this icing with sprinkles and all this kind of stuff on them. They were laid out on wax paper all over the damn kitchen. I'm talking about like she had Betty Crocker this shit up. You know what I'm talking about? Like there's all kinds of these little pile cookies, and so my brother goes, damn, boy, those look good. He picks up one of those sticks, starts eating it. So of course I try it. I'm like, man, it don't taste like it's got no sugar in it. You know what I mean? Like it looks good, but it's not sweet. You know what I mean? She came home and she was like, did y'all get any of those? Yeah. Well, those are homemade dog treats. Yeah, no lie. They looked freaking beautiful,
Yeah.
dude. But, and it didn't taste bad. Like, I ate it. I think I ate the whole thing, actually.
Yeah.
It was just,
At least you know it's good for your dog.
oh, yeah.
But
I mean-
in hindsight, I guess the dog theme on everything should have been the giveaway.
Well, she loves animals, so I just thought,
I'm gonna make cookies.
Big
Look
dog
like
fans.
she's going to listen to this and laugh her ass off. She moved in, man, when my parents divorced, she moved in. I have saved this for this very moment to tell this story.
You might need to put this on a Patreon.
My mom, or my stepmom, when she came, she had every, not that much.
Hold up.
Okay,
Sorry.
I just got there. I think she was like a Bath and Body member or something. You know what I mean? Like we always, there was always like 94 cents of Bath and Body lotion.
Yeah.
So, for a 14-year-old boy, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it was awesome.
It was heavy cherry
Do y'all
blossom
remember-
running around the house.
Do you remember Cucumber Melon? Do you remember Cucumber Melon Bath and Body? Everybody wore it. I could get a boner if I smelled that right now. I'm
No,
telling
that is okay. So
you. Cucumber Melon, I'm telling you, all the women had that at one point.
yes, they
I
did,
know.
Like an
and
average
including
jacket or something for men, man.
including the one that I dated. Super excessive on the cucumber melon, and to this day, if I smell cucumber melon,
See, I'm getting hard right now thinking about Cucumber Melon.
no, I'm thinking about
Scoot over, Hunter.
I know what not to bring to the.
yeah, no, I'm thinking about divorce. Anytime I smell cucumber melon, I don't like it at all any longer. It's one of those, you know, there's certain smells, like there's certain smells as an adult that will take you right back to your childhood.
Even like when
Yeah.
you've been sick. Off
Yeah,
something.
anything.
Sauerkraut and weenies, baby.
Yeah.
Anything. Oh no, there was a kid
I
that
can
kid
smell
that
it.
would,
I can eat raw sauerkraut.
okay. Super quick story. My mom lived in Connecticut when I was a kid, and I went up there. She lived in a townhouse. The sunshine on a summer day shined right in the front door.
Yeah.
One of her friends came over one day. Her kids were about the same age as us. He came over. He had eaten cheese pizza at a birthday party. Got sick. Right there in the 48 of the house. Okay, it was carpeted.
Yeah.
To this day, I can still when that sun I don't know who owns that house now. Mom had lived in Connecticut, and I don't know how many years, but I promise you, if they have not changed that carpet, tomorrow when the sun shines in that damn door,
Oh, you can smell it.
they're gonna smell cheese pizza. It never went away, and so there's certain
So
smells.
you don't eat pizza?
I'm not a big fan of cheese pizza, no.
See, I'm right now. Velveeta is kicking my ass, man.
I'm not a big cheese fan
Anything with
anyway
Velveeta.
because I got entered issues, and cheese usually just says,
See, I can eat
"I'm
those
here
monster-
for the party," and
Yeah.
just screws it all
I
up.
can eat the mozzarella sticks. I can eat like 10 of them things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I eat a little bit of Velveeta and I feel like shit. And that's the last thing I
probably
told you right after I
because
had my
you
neck
can't.
surgery. I think
Yeah.
I'm becoming lactose intolerant or some stuff.
Yeah, do we grow into that shit?
I don't know, but
Grow
something's
into
happened.
lactose intolerance.
Because back in
Yeah.
the day, man, I could buy
Cause
a piece out of a piece of Velveeta. Dude.
Yeah. That's what I used to. I could drink milk too. I could drink milk pretty strong, and then it'd be
I
like
think
fine.
I
Now I'm like,
don't
whoop.
know.
See, I don't mess with milk.
See,
at
I
all
don't know
much
if
either.
it's
Really?
If I do, I drink a damn half gallon of it.
I don't know
I
that
just
you
get
end up
thirsty.
like developing lactose intolerant, but I do know as you get older, I think our innards just don't handle the. Well, okay. What was it? There's something I read one time that like we're the only creature
Oh, I've heard
species
this. That drinks another milk.
that drinks another creature's milk.
I've
Yeah,
thought about that, what that is.
but I also
So there's something to be said, possibly as you get older, that our systems are not necessarily designed to.
Well,
see,
to
that's
handle
like that thing. That raw milk. That shit's starting to get real popping off pretty heavy.
Oh,
It's
like straight from the
unpasteurized
teat.
milk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's,
I
that's
remember
kinda getting to be a
when
thing.
Caden was little, we went to the what's the little farm place? It's not 4D Farms, but it's the other one over there off the mountain, over towards over yonder, in between here and Huntsville.
Yeah, here and there.
Down the thing, over the thing, and through the woods to Grandma's house we go. Anyway, Grandma's got a farm. I don't
Yeah.
remember what the name of it is,
Old
but
McDonald's, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
something
it
like that.
was.
Yeah.
So
It was.
we took Caden there for a field trip with his little preschool class, and they did the whole everybody gather around and watch us squeeze this teat into a bucket.
I've
Did
got
the
one
whole-
up there
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
I've
kind of
got
like
a jug up there right
Pine,
now. We can
Heart
get some
Farms.
milk off of.
Yeah, and so
Did y'all do?
and he just took it straight from the teat and drank it. And said, "This is what we used to do back in the old days."
Yeah.
And him and all of his cheerings,
Incest.
even like the 4-year-old come out bench pressing 125.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they were all.
Well, they say it is good for your bones, I think, and stuff.
Yeah. See, and I was never a big milk fan, and I have the bone density of a 75-year-old.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
I remember
Test
just
just
I
run
cereal.
always thought that was
and everything.
just big milkers trying to get us as kids.
Yeah, dude, I used to, I mean, I feel like I lived on damn cereal.
Right. I remember all the athletes had the milk stash. Y'all remember that commercial? That was up there.
Yeah, I think Michael Jordan. might
Yeah,
have
yeah,
one of
yeah,
them
yeah.
or whatever.
See,
You know, I had
I-
a friend. You remember?
I'm
Seth
proud of
Allen?
you.
Mhm.
They milked their goats, and that's what they used for
Yeah.
milk.
I've heard it. I heard that shit stank though. I ain't never tried it. I ain't never had it.
I've
I've heard
heard
it stunk.
Yeah,
I've had-
and then
And it don't taste no different
yeah,
than
and
store
then
bought.
somebody
Really
said
did.
something
But
about
it puts a thick layer on top.
Like that skim.
Mm-hmm.
oh, you just pull
either
that off and
shake
do
it
that
up.
for butter. or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep. You can. I think you can shake it, or you can scrape that off and use it for ice cream, or because you
It's
put
a for real trim.
yeah, you put like evaporated milk, and I think that kind of takes the place of that or something. I guess it'll whip more or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
But
that.
I used to eat cereal at his house with a fork, and me and Mason. But I do know, as dumb as I was, whatever. I know I tried it, but I think it was just weirded me out. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
I think it wasn't bad at all. I think it just weirded me out. But I got a goat up here. We can go up there and
We can milk it.
yeah, we can squirt each other. Dude, she's about to bust.
All right, so
Bless her heart, man.
I do have. I put this cute little battery pack on when I walked up here so that my phone would be charged. So I do have a camera available. We can go up there and get you some footage.
Film it and put it on the Patreon.
If she don't drop that baby tonight, dude, something's bad wrong. I've
Uh.
been thinking for 3 weeks.
I had to go out there. Was it the first one? Or she
Second.
had?
First one, man,
Before?
was born dead.
So
It was
so
as
when
big
did
as
you-
she was, dude. That ain't no lie.
So
I've
when
seen
did
it.
you start collecting farm animals and what purpose?
So you just asked me when I started living off the grid.
No.
So when did you
Specifically.
become a man? That's what he was asking.
You know, talk about that, okay? To become a man, you remember whenever you was growing up. No lie, when you was growing up, it's like, God, I can't wait till I get some hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like them in some places, right?
Yeah.
And then now we all shave it off.
Right. It's funny that way.
I do not think that any of us.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Pornos killed the bush.
I don't think any of us are men compared to men of 30 years ago.
Oh, you could have stopped there for me. You didn't have to add the 30 years. All right.
Hunter was in his
Yeah,
dad.
I don't think any of. I mean, like the
He's
thing
going
of
to
it.
prom with his dad.
I just wanted a swimming contest. What are y'all talking about?
Think of the shit that dudes used to have to do, you know, back in the day.
No, even
Yeah,
driving
for real.
nails. I mean, even driving a damn nail.
Yeah.
You know, they built them houses. They drove it.
Yeah.
Right. Hell,
Yeah. And now we get pissed off if our battery dies.
Oh, I know.
Fuck, I guess let's go to lunch. We'll put it on charge. We'll come back.
I've said stuff like that before. Fuck it, man.
that's how you know. That's why there was only 4 plugs in a house. They had that crank. Be sitting there
Oh,
drilling them
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. But older houses, man, about 2 plugs per room. Well, it was
Oh,
like
you
a,
got, dude.
yeah, extension cords. They wonder why everybody's houses burned all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
I had 9 heaters hooked up to one extension cord.
Yeah.
Just kept adding those strips, you know? Which they say don't do that.
No, hell no, you don't
Yeah,
want to do that.
no. And see, I didn't put it. We was talking about building Fancies earlier. I didn't put enough plugs in there, and I've got plugs everywhere. But I already,
Yeah.
now that I'm doing this,
We know an electrician, do we? Who's that electrician you know?
Yeah, right.
yeah. I for real am fixing to have to do that sucker outer fan, my exhaust fan.
Oh,
Yes.
you gonna put a fart fan in there?
No, it's already got one.
Oh.
It's built in. That's what sucks everything out between it and that filter. But
What
It's
does it
starting to-
stink in there
it's starting to
sometimes,
go.
or-
I think the bearings are going.
Does
at
it stink in there
Wow.
sometimes or anything?
Yeah, from when you smoke cigars.
Oh.
Repeatedly.
yeah.
Oh shit! Have you got one of them dope ones like where you can
Dude.
smoke cigarettes and hit the button and it
So I don't have a
pulls
Dude,
everything?
he's got it.
Old Savannah has one.
I don't have a dope one, but I do have one
It's badass.
that I thought was going to be sufficient, and so I spray foamed the whole ceiling,
Yeah.
and then I put 2 vents and I hooked them up to that single duct into that. It's got a for real name. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, inline fan.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it pulls both of those vents, and then I just built a. My bad. I just built a
Glad
little.
you brought your own mic.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just built a little box for it to push out the eave of that little
Yeah.
Yoder storage building thing,
Yeah. I got
and
you.
then had it spray foamed the rest. So
You gotta check it out, dude.
yeah, come on.
We need to
Anytime.
ride over there. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dude, it's cool, man. It's a cool.
I always like getting a little bit of shop envy, seeing whatever somebody else is
Yeah,
doing.
I'm telling you, man.
You see, we
it's sweet.
could pack up from here, and we just go straight over there.
And podcast, I gotta wait for Whitney though because Walter's still here.
Okay, but I mean, if you really want to do that,
I would. I'd go
We'll make
podcast again
we'll make it work.
because I don't want to keep mine. You know, something like an hour and 15 minutes or something. You got anything going later?
No, I just gotta go with I gotta go with my grandparents. I'm at like 5.
No, do you? So
That's the only thing I got
afterwards.
going.
Oh shit! It's only 3:30.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I mounted.
It's a sweet setup.
I mounted that in the ceiling, built a cute little box for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mounted it. I even put little rubber bushings on it so you wouldn't hear it go.
Right.
Well, it gets used so much
Yeah.
that I think the bearings are going out. And I did not go back to the dude I was talking to you about a minute ago.
You wrote his name in this book, didn't you?
No, but I'll remember because it's in text message form.
Yeah.
So anyway, I
gotta show you something super weird here in a minute.
I meant to put an access panel in the ceiling.
Yeah.
To last name's wrong, first name yes.
Did you write that?
No, you wrote it.
When?
I don't know. But that first name,
Ain't that the weirdest thing?
the
ever?
first name's the same, but that ain't the last name.
Because I seen that and I'm thinking,
So the access panel didn't get put in. So now my choices are move everything out and destroy my ceiling and cut a new access panel in,
Yeah, yeah.
or
On the outside.
just take the tin off the roof, cut the foam, get to my spot, fix my stuff, respray foam it, put the tin back down, new sheet metal screws with new squeakies
Yeah, with
on.
washers on.
Yeah, and call it done.
Dumb question. Is it like a loft style? Is it like down so low and then picks up into attic space?
Sort of, kind of. So, it was not a lofted barn.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've noticed the
Big rafters.
rafters are
I like
di-
charades.
Yeah.
It's good.
the rafters are different on one that was not built to have a loft versus one that was built with a loft.
Right.
I've learned that. But anyway, so I just found the crest of where it started to do the little thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I leveled it off, and that's where my ceiling's at. Because I just needed like this much to be able to run the ductwork
Through it.
for those fans
Right.
to suck everything out.
So it's almost, yeah. It's almost just a chase. Really.
dude, this.
So like if we were to take the tin off the top, like take the ridge cap off,
Yeah, yeah.
and probably just take the maybe one or two pieces of tin off, it'd be right there. You'd have to like X-Acto knife you a little hole to get down to the sucker.
Right. To your inline fan.
Yeah, but then you could just fix it without screwing up your sheetrock and having to
Right.
repaint.
I can just fix it.
So that almost turns into more money than just yanking some pieces of tin
Oh no,
off.
it turns into
Yeah.
especially with my OCD, because then I'd be like, okay, well now I gotta trim it out,
Right.
and I gotta make it match the thing.
He's got a full blown. It looks like a small bar, dude. I'm
Okay.
telling you, like it's. Well, he's got a freaking monkey lamp. Like I mean, it's badass, dude. It's like, it really. Yeah. Look, if y'all have never checked out Fancies Unfiltered, you need to check that out because.
I know I'm gonna have to be listening tonight. I gotta get caught up.
Yeah, there you go.
We've
You was
done
about
a
to say
few.
something.
I'm always about to say some kind of bullshit. You can keep on running, son.
See, he's probably like me. It gets right here, and you go,
I know, and I cut
And
him
it's
off.
gone.
I think I cut him off.
hmm.
He's gonna be mad at me now.
You.
That's my favorite button.
Just start pushing it.
Oh God, fellas, it's been fun. So
It has been. I've super enjoyed just sitting here and not having to worry about
Hey,
it.
we can go longer if y'all want to. I just gotta pee, man.
Well, I mean, I gotta pee, and then I'm all for if you want to come check out the.
Mm-hmm.
Take a pee break and quit here, whatever.
Go over there in a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just the man standing beside the man.
Sounds like, man, you are the man. Folks, we enjoyed. We're gonna try to throw some episodes out here, but it's just gonna be some random people, random stuff, and just random whatever. Cause
Well, it was-
in the big city of Bayleton, Alabama, population of what, 463?
Yeah.
You know,
It's
it's like it's a couple.
Yeah.
Don't even have a red light. all these people talk about their little one-horse towns that's got one red light. We ain't even got one.
Well, we don't even have a red light.
Just brag about it, assholes.
Yes, so
We got a Dollar General. We do have a Dollar General.
Yeah.
That's about, yeah.
Which, hell, I don't know. They're trying to put them bastards. I almost wonder if they're going to tether them together.
You
And-
You can just walk under a tunnel to
and
another
we
one.
have an abandoned grocery store that's turned into a gas station.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it used to be both.
True.
Now it's just. It's so look.
It's sad.
They may be great people. I don't know because
They
they'll
are
never get this
people,
way.
man, but it's still just.
I stopped there on the way here, but it is sad because it used to be like a thriving little.
I feel
Nah,
like in
nah,
a
it's
gas
creepy.
station, lights are important. I feel like the place should be lit up. You
Well,
know what I
there's-
mean? Like bright lights.
Yeah.
I just feel like you feel clean.
Do you want
Publix.
bars around the windows too?
Yeah.
That's the only gas station I'm going to.
You know what I'm talking about? The Publix? You
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
Publix and even their fruit looks different. It's so, shit, I can see the hair on the strawberries. Over here, man, you couldn't tell it. You can't read the date on the damn Slim Jim.
Right.
You know, you have to walk over there and get in front of the door where you get some light.
And then
Walmart,
you
they
find
leave
out
their.
that it's
Go ahead.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say Walmart. I think they keep their lights dim so you don't see all the fucking bruises and shit on them bastards. I picked up one. I had one good strawberry on that.
Really?
In a whole crate.
So anytime that we
Sucks.
do the Walmart order and I go pick it up thing,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
we learned a couple years ago, and anytime that we think, hey, it'll be fine, we'll just go ahead and do it. It's not. So we learned a couple years ago, do not, if you decide to buy groceries and do the Walmart pickup thing, do not get produce of any kind.
Because they're just going to walk up there and grab it.
They're just going to, and I don't know if it's just,
you know what? They're going to put
I
that
don't-
shit on you.
Yes,
because-
I don't know if it's because they don't care or if it's because it has been told to them. And as much as it happens, I think that's when they go,
It's probably
look,
the-
I have inside knowledge. Unless they've changed, they still do Walmart morning meetings and they do the Walmart cheer. Give me a W. Give me an A.
No.
Give me an L. Give me a squiggly. Yeah, so that used to be a for real thing. I don't know if it still is or not. I've been gone for a long time. But I'm a firm believer now that,
Job sucked.
yeah,
No doubt.
that apparently,
Definitely ain't no cheerleader.
yeah, apparently I think it's, once they get past the squiggly, it's make sure that you get the shit fruit to put in the to-go orders because it's,
Get
It
out
makes
of
perfect
here.
sense.
Yeah.
It
I
makes
know
perfect
it
sense.
does.
Because honest to God, man, when you said that, I got to thinking about myself. There's been a few times like I'll send out a door, so I got like a big watermark on it or something. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it, man. It's just Larry.
Yeah.
He can explain it to me.
Yeah.
What did you do to this door? Oh, it's not really wet. That's just how the paint dried.
It's the new look we're going for.
It's
But I
how
have done that before.
it's how the grain fell when the cut.
People, that's the first thing I ask when they come and get me. Hey, come here for a minute. Look at this. You know, do you think that'll pass? The first thing out of my mouth. Who's it for?
Okay.
Looks good from my house.
Because sometimes I know people that I've talked to, and they're like, "Look, man, I just need a door." You know what I mean? So I'm like, I know it's going to do shop. We'll cut him a little break. You know what I mean, or something. But yeah, that's the first thing I ask because I have put some shit on some people before. Damn, dude. I mean, I can't do a whole lot with a broke jam. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't notice that when y'all loaded it. Okay, I'll get you a new one right now. Because some of that stuff it is kind of damn, man, I know. Shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got you.
Busted. What do you say? Just busted.
Just busted, dude. Man, this has been fun.
I've enjoyed it,
We get snow Wednesday, so
and we better not.
we'll
Look,
all all try to sled to get
I got stuff to do Wednesday.
You do. You got to shovel your driveway.
But I looked earlier and it said maybe a little bit Tuesday night into Wednesday morning.
And guess what?
So if it'll do its thing so that I can go do what I got to do Wednesday night, which I need to see if you want to go do that too.
We're going to be snowed in, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants it. So I think it's going to happen. You know, when we're all like, yes, please, please, let it snow, please, please. We already got it. You know what I mean? So I'm done with that shit.
Please snow. Please snow. I would like it then, please.
And see, for me, it doesn't matter if it snows or not, because I can walk to work.
Yeah, but I got
But I always tell them I got
I'd come up with some kind
my
of excuse.
driveway, man. You don't want to walk down that thing right now. That thing's slicker than hell shit. Nah, I just wasn't prepared for this weather. You know what I mean? We're gonna end up getting snowed in Wednesday. I'm telling you, because nobody wants it.
Oh, I hope
Everybody I've talked to, everybody even on Facebook and everything, seeing about the snow, like on the reports. And I'm like, shit, please, y'all. I hope that goes South Alabama again. You know, they got like a foot.
Yeah.
Dude, on the coast.
Yeah, on Florida way.
Global warming in its finest right there.
I love it.
Trump sent the snow down to the coast to put it out.
He even expanded the Gulf for us too.
Did y'all believe that? Renamed it Gulf
Oh,
America.
I know.
Have you seen that?
And it's official now.
It's really,
Yeah,
It's
it was on the maps.
It's official everywhere except for the AP, and that's why they're blocked from not being able to go into the playoffs.
I think so. About that shit. I don't like it. Go back. Your country.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll take it. But John, I ain't gotta worry about it. I was born here.
Yeah, I know. We started that the other night, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, fellas, I think we're going to be on another podcast in a little bit. Daniel Thomas from Fancies Unfiltered.
It was good to be here.
My goofy friend Hunter.
That's it. Gang violence.